I'm here in Westminster Hall for the farmers' protest that's been going on out in College Green with some farmers from East Wiltshire. We're just going to hear very quickly what the impact of this inheritance tax is on each of them. So just going around really quickly.
So very quickly, we would have to sell 20% of our land to then pay the inheritance tax bill, which then further has separated our farm. Family farms, there's two families living on this farm. One of us would have to leave, we'd have to go somewhere else. It's massive impact. If we were able to do something with a 7-year term where it was a 7-year active farm as opposed to 7-year until hopefully no one dies, but if my parents did die, then I should still be able to have the opportunity to farm.
Right. Okay. So the government said that it's only going to be a handful of farmers, 500 farmers in the country that will be affected. Basically, anyone with 30 acres and a farmhouse reaches the £1 million threshold. So it's affecting every single farmer in the country, and it is just totally wrong.
Right. And my son wants to carry on the dairy at our farm, which is owner occupied, and he is now going to probably have to find between £500,000 and £1 million to pay this tax off, and it'll effectively mean that he's renting our own farm from the government for the most of his career. And where's he going to find investment capital after he's done that?
Yeah, our farms aren't profitable. We can't split the cost of the inheritance tax over 10 years because we'd be in massive surplus, and we can't start selling off land, so we don't have enough land to farm effectively.
So the worst of it is that we're forcing farmers out of business, which is going to impact food security for our country, which is the most important priority we should have. We're going to stop the investment in the farming economy that's really urgently needed as well. And we're not going to raise the government much money anyway, because this isn't going to hit the very rich. It's going to hit ordinary farmers who don't make much of an income as it is. So Tim, you have a suggestion on how, if the government really wants to stop this problem of land banking, using it as a store of wealth, what should they do?
Well, I mean, a fairly simple solution in my mind would be, if you can prove that 75 to 80% of your total income comes from farming, from agriculture, then they should be exempt. If you have a massive portfolio of investments, elsewhere, and they can afford to pay it anyway.
Yeah. So there you go. So there must be a better way of doing this. The demonstration that we've seen today from farmers coming to Westminster shows how strongly people feel about it. I'm going to do everything I can to fight this unfair tax. I know my colleagues in the Conservative Party are doing the same, and other parties as well. We really have to land this point with the government. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.